Hey geeks, it's Andrea, and I'm here to share with you 10 amazing live-action superheroes. I know that there are so many great portrayals that just couldn't make it to the list, so be sure to share your favorites with us in the comments below. In a few days, we will be sharing with you the opposition. 10 amazing live-action supervillains. I'm so excited for that, so be sure to look out for it. Alright geeks, let's go.
10.
Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
If I am being completely honest, I am really not a fan of Kelsey Grammer. I don't dislike him, he's just really boring to me and maybe a little overrated. Honestly, Kelsey Grammer was a bit of an obvious choice, but whenever he put on that makeup to play Beast, it all worked really well. Beast has always been a character that I adore, so I'm very happy about how well he was able to bring him to life. The character Beast is way more than just that amazing makeup job, and Grammer really stepped up to give Beast the magic that he really needed to be believable.
9.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Overall, I have been very dissatisfied with the casting in the X-Men movies, but the few that they did get right, they really nailed. Hugh Jackman was an amazing choice for Wolverine. He was able to take that powerful beast of a character and bring all that angst and the struggles that he has to the surface of all the movies that he's played him in, without coming off as a little, insert your choice words here. There really is a reason that we've gotten to see Jackman as Wolverine so many times. He's just amazing at it. It doesn't hurt that the ladies love him, does it?
8.
Mike Coulter as Luke Cage.
Have you ever noticed how so many of these characters have a troubling past to overcome in some way? Luke Cage is no different. Like other characters on Netflix, they did a great job of keeping Luke Cage a little bit more based in the real world setting than some movies might have portrayed him. That lends itself really well to Luke Cage. Although his powers aren't very realistic, this light makes it easy to see him as a person and not a character in a fantastical world. Coulter did a great job of keeping the character grounded while walking the line between strongman and a guy with a soft side.
7.
Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker.
Of course, Tobey Maguire did an amazing job as Spider-Man, but I really want to focus on how believable he was as Peter Parker. The character of Peter Parker is slightly nerdy and awkward. I hope it isn't an insult to Tobey Maguire, but most people would probably have said that slightly nerdy and awkward would really describe Maguire at the time. That isn't a bad thing. I mean, to me, those are very sexy qualities. It really helps to bring the truth to what Peter Parker is. The way Maguire played the scenes where he was testing out the abilities really worked to humanize the character.
6.
John Bernthal as Punisher.
Punisher really was the surprise of the spring for me. I don't ever look up any information about these upcoming Netflix Marvel series beyond the date they will be premiering because I love not knowing beforehand. And Punisher being part of it was really a nice surprise for me. The Punisher as a whole is a very rough character, and you really feel that in Bernthal's take of him. I want to be really careful as to not spoil anything for anyone who hasn't watched season 2 yet. So all I will say here is that if you love The Punisher, there are some moments that will make you very, very, very happy.
5.
Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones.
I don't know what it is, but I am addicted to Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. I think Josh gets a little annoyed at me asking when season 2 is going to be. I mean, we still have several months to wait. That just isn't fair. I love Jessica Jones as a character on its own. I love the relationship between Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and how well it followed the comics. I really loved all of it. I know I keep saying love, but I can't help it. This is just such an amazing series. I think it might have given me a little bit of a massive girl crush on Kristen Ritter. Her take on Jessica Jones is very crush-worthy.
4.
Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
I am absolutely in love with the Marvel series on Netflix. They're very much based in a more realistic and raw world than a lot of comic book movies and shows have been. I absolutely adore this realism in the Netflix series. The one that kicked it all off was this guy right here, Daredevil. Charlie Cox plays Matt Murdock like it was the role he was born to play. We really hadn't seen any super impressive Daredevil portrayals before this, so this was a breath of fresh air.
3.
Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
With his career back on the rise, Robert Downey Jr. took his role as Iron Man to a new level. He did such an amazing job that he was able to reestablish himself as a household name to new generations. With the immense amount of popularity it has received, it is no surprise how believable he was as Tony Stark. He's even moved beyond doing just Iron Man sequels and into playing alongside other superheroes in Avengers. Hopefully, we don't see the end of RDJ as Tony Stark anytime soon.
2.
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
I will be the first to admit that when they announced a live-action Deadpool movie, I was a little worried. Deadpool is one of my favorite comic book characters, and it is such an easy character to screw up. He is sarcastic and wonderful, but if done incorrectly, he's cheesy and just kind of a jerk. But I am so happy that Ryan Reynolds was cast as Deadpool. He really did an amazing job. Not to take credit away from the writers, they really knew how to write Deadpool's character and clearly did a massive amount of research. Reynolds took that amazing writing and just ran with it. I don't go to the actual theaters very often, but this was one that I couldn't stay away from. I can't express enough how well it all came together.
1.
Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier.
It is near impossible for me not to see Patrick Stewart's face when I think of Professor X. If you didn't know better, you would think that the character was written just for him. By my count, Stewart has played as Professor X in 7 movies and 5 video games with no sign of stopping. I know some people may always remember Patrick Stewart as Captain Jean-Luc Picard, but he will always be Professor X to me. Alright geeks, that's going to do it for this countdown. I know there are so many more that I even wanted to put on the list, so be sure to share your favorites in the comments below. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and follow us on Twitter for more information and possibly even a bit of input in future videos. Alright geeks, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time.